Subscribe World Action and Reaction News, warn and press bell button for getting notification of all future updates. Washington increased its sales by more than 5 times compared to the previous 5 years, the authoritative Stockholm International Peace Research Institute said in its report released this week. Israel has moved up to the third spot, accounting for 11% of India's imports during the 2013-17 calendar years, SIPRI added. Although Russia remained by far India's biggest arms seller, its share of total imports has fallen. Russia had a 62% share of India's arms imports during the past 5 years, down from 79% in 2008-12, according to the report that tracks the global arms trade. Overall, India is the world's biggest importer of major arms, accounting for 12% of the total global imports during the last 5 years, and it increased purchases abroad by 24% compared to the previous 5-year period, SIPRI said. The tensions between India, on the one side, and Pakistan and China, on the other, are fueling India's growing demand for major weapons, which it remains unable to produce itself, SIPRI senior researcher Seeman Wezaman wrote. China, by contrast, is becoming increasingly capable of producing its own weapons and continues to strengthen its relations with Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar through arms supplies, he wrote. Ms. Sitharaman also said the government has responded to all the queries of the Congress in detail related to the Rafale deal. The defense minister was responding to a question on the Congress's attack on the government over the aircraft deal, which the party claims has been done at much higher cost than another deal negotiated by the previous UPA government. Replying to a question on her China visit, Ms. Sitharaman told reporters yes, the visit is probably sometime in late April. She, however, did not elaborate on the agenda of the visit. In August last year, India and China decided to end their 73-day standoff between their troops at Doklam. The standoff had strained ties considerably between the two countries. According to an ENC spokesman, during the visit, Vice Admiral Sirimevan Ranasinghe interacted with Vice Admiral Karambir Singh, PVSM, AVSM, Flag Officer Commander-in-Chief, ENC, and held discussions on issues of common interest. On Friday, the Commander-in-Chief hosted a dinner in honor of the visiting Admiral. The delegation was briefed on the activities of the commander and also visited the indigenously built state-of-the-art stealth frigate in Satpura, INS Vishvakarma, a premier training establishment which is the alma mater for naval architects and the Naval Dockyard, Visakhapatnam. The relationship between India and Sri Lanka is more than 2,500 years old. Both countries have a legacy of intellectual, cultural, religious, and linguistic interaction. In recent years, the relationship has been marked by close contacts at all levels. Navy-to-Navy cooperation between Sri Lanka and India has been traditionally strong, encompassing a wide canvas which includes operational interactions through training, port calls, and passage exercises. An official release said that Indian Coast Guard ship C-437 would strengthen the security umbrella of the West Coast and also help augment patrolling to prevent illicit activities such as infiltration, smuggling and illegal fishing. It said that the boat, at 27.80 meters in length with a displacement of 106 tons and a maximum speed of 45 knots, was capable of undertaking multifarious tasks such as surveillance, interdiction, search, and rescue, as well as rendering assistance to boats in distress at sea. It is provided with advanced navigational and communication equipment which gives it the capability to respond to any maritime situation, officials said. The boat, which was commissioned by Coast Guard Commander, West Seaboard, K. Natarajan, would be based at Jakkau under the administrative and operational control of the Commander Coast Guard Region, Northwest, it said. Around 462 gunner recruits, who took part in the impressive passing out attestation parade organized at Artillery Center in Nashik Road on Saturday, will soon join the Gunners Wing of the Indian Army. The Artillery Center honored the parents of the gunner recruits with Gaurav Padak in appreciation for committing their wards to the service of the nation. General Officer Commanding Telangana and Andhra Sub-Area Maj Gen N. Srinivas Rao reviewed the parade. In his brief address to the recruits, he appealed them to uphold the professionalism of the Indian Army. The skills the troops acquire in optimum use of the weapons play an important role in winning wars. During the arduous training, you all have acquired these special powers for the nation, he said. Rao also awarded the recruits who won trophies in various trades. The recruits are trained for 19 weeks in which they are trained to achieve high standards of physical fitness, weapon handling and military drill. Thereafter, the recruits graduate to higher levels of specialized training where they learn the nuances of their respective trades for another 19 to 25 weeks. The Nashik-based Artillery Center is the biggest recruits training center in India. The center is situated between Nashik city and Devlali cantonment. On an average, about 4,000 recruits join the proud family of gunners every year after a rigorous training for 42 to 50 weeks. The Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, is working on a next-generation launch vehicle that would have the capacity of carrying payloads 4 times higher than the capacity of its operational launch vehicles. The Indian government confirmed the development on Wednesday. India has a launch vehicle system with a capability to put 4-ton class of satellites to GTO, whereby meeting all the national requirements. While other countries have higher launch capabilities, ISRO is making its own plans to increase its launch vehicle capabilities, even up to 16 tons to GTO in the future, Jitendra Singh, India's Minister of State for Space told Parliament. ISRO is presently working on a reusable launch vehicle, cryogenic and semi-cryogenic engine. It has already made success in cryogenic and reusable launch vehicle technology. ISRO has already started work on technology development of super heavy lift vehicle. So, it is feasible, but how much time it will take cannot be predicted as of now, Ajay Leal, a senior fellow at Delhi-based Institute of Defence Studies and Analyses told Sputnik. Now, the Indian government intends to initiate development activities for a semi-cryogenic stage and the clustering of semi-cryogenic engines in order to upgrade the launch capability. The maximum launch capabilities to GTO of other space agencies are USA, 14 tons, China, 13 tons, Europe, 10.5 tons, Russia, 6.25 tons, and Japan, 8 tons. Recently, U.S. private firm SpaceX has demonstrated the launch of a heavy-lift launch vehicle, Falcon Heavy, which can carry 26.7 tons to GTO. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, is enhancing its capacities to make improved versions of light combat aircraft, LCA, also known as Tejas, according to a top company official. The center had issued a request for proposal, RFP, for 83 LCA in December, setting the ball rolling for finalizing the contract for the deal worth about Rs 50,000 crore. In addition to the 83 Mk1A to be ordered, there are 40 aircraft of earlier variants on order. We are enhancing our facilities to build 16 Tejas a year from 8 now. All the Tejas units will be delivered in the next 5 years, C.V. Ramana Rao, Director, Finance, and CFO, HAL, told The Hindu. However, while the current production rate is 8 aircraft per year, only 6 aircraft have been delivered to the IAF in the last 2 years, sources said. HAL is building the improved version of Tejas after getting feedback from the Indian Air Force. The improvised version of Tejas would have an advanced active electronically scanned array, AESA, radar system, a new electronic warfare sensor suite and a new external refueling capability, according to M. Mazhar Ali, Executive Director in charge of Planning and Projects, HAL.
Thanks for watching. I hope you like this news. Please share your views in comment box. Please like and share this video. Press subscribe button and bell for auto update to you regarding my channel World Action and Reaction News, WARN.